Kia ora, it's your brother Jimmy. Y'all know what it is. It's your daily health hustle, baby. So, what a week of training that was. A couple of things I learned is, one thing is learning how to pace properly while running. Two, understanding how the legs are going to be heavy after doing squats and a couple of conditioning workouts the day before going for a run. But it's all good. It's one of those learning curves and something that is going to get better as time goes on, I guess is the best way to put it. But the big thing like this week is to try and focus on making sure, I've been kind of lucky the last 2 weeks because we've been on holiday with school holidays, but now going back into work, having to make sure that everything works. And I think this is going to be, it's going to get a little bit interesting because I'm going to have to weigh up maybe doing 2 sessions a day on a couple of days. Gonna have to be 1 running session in the morning and then probably weights in the afternoon to be able to balance everything out. But then on top of that, I think the important part is knowing how to balance work and family and training. Yep, so this is going to be the interesting part on this whole journey. But in saying that, I think one of the big things I've found is, you know, making sure to learn to understand on how to pace while running. That's one of the things that is pretty important at the moment, is understanding that and understanding how to build the base and make sure I've got a thick base for running when it comes to this marathon. And then on top of that, making sure that I do the right thing when it comes to weights and making sure, you know, like I said in my video, the whole thing is to be running a marathon. I want to try and run a 4.5 hour marathon, sub 2 hour marathon or half marathon, and then from there enter, the third one was enter a CrossFit qualifier, New Zealand Nationals qualifier, and just see if I can qualify from that. But I have to make sure that, one, like I said in the first video, I need to bring the weight down because carrying this extra weight is not going to help. 2, working on all my weaknesses. So running has never really been a huge weakness of mine, but I've never really, like, I've got a bad habit of not pushing hard enough because I'm worried about blowing out and worrying about not being able to maintain whatever the run is or maintain whatever the workout is. So this whole journey has been is going to help me learn and understand that. Anyway, this is from the week prior training. So this is how training kind of went. There were some up and down days, as you do when it comes to working out, but there's also some learning lessons. A couple of learning lessons is working on proper movement pattern for my snatch and for my clean and jerk, but also making sure getting a little bit of volume in there. But I guess one of the main tips I can give you for the week just gone or for training is being able to make sure everything is balanced when it comes to workload, and understanding how the workload is important in terms of what's going to be coming next. So looking at whatever your programming is and making sure that it complements each other, and you just end up blowing everything out, then you're doing everything at 50% of capacity rather than 90 to 100% of your capacity. Anyway, y'all know what it is. It's your brother Jimmy. Dream, believe, execute, achieve. Have a phenomenal day. Peace. Okay, we are here. Check that view out. So out here, just about to hit 6-minute mark, or 7-minute mark I should say. 8-minute pace, so going a little bit quicker than intended. But anyway, out here getting it in. pick the pace up in the next 3 minutes. Once we hit the 7-minute mark, so every 10 minutes going a little bit quicker. So gonna work out 17 minutes out, and then we'll do 13 minutes back, only because I want to be able to make sure the time is right coming back into the gym. Anyway, see you fellas at the halfway point. Let's go. So there it is, y'all. I know I said in the video that I'll meet you fellas, I'll video halfway, but I figured I had to work, make sure I get enough work in for this time frame. But here's the stats anyway of what my run was a little bit quicker than it should have been on the way back. I think only because I took my time going out there and kind of wanted to make it back in the time frame, which was meant to be 30 minutes, but I ended up getting back 32-minute mark, so 2 minutes off. But I think the thing that I'm learning is I have to learn how to understand to kind of bring the pace down a little bit, almost to the point where it feels like you're walking, just to be a bit smarter, especially when it gets up into those higher numbers when it comes into all this running that I'm going to be doing. So yeah, they ended up being 32-minute run, and I think 4.5 Ks, so it's not too far, but enough just to keep building on their base. Now from here, going to be heading into the gym, get a bit of upper body done, upper body strength, and maintain that, but also a bit of stretching as well for some mobility. That was a perfect example of why I don't train at 5:30 p.m. Training got cut short by a lot due to the availability of new equipment, but that's the pros and cons of being a part of a big public gym. Makes things a little bit harder to be able to get the things done that you need to get done, but it is what it is. You can always catch up the next couple of days with that stuff, but for now, then go home, have a wash, and get ready for a meeting we've got in a couple of hours. Anyway, yo. So you got some snatches, some snatch pulls, some snatch balances, then from there finish with a bit of a EMOM. Did some squats, then finish with a bit of a EMOM for the morning. So it's Saturday morning, just gone past 7 or 10 past 7 in the morning. She's pretty quiet here. Hopefully we don't get copyrighted for the music, but yeah, so you got some snatches, snatch pulls, snatch balances, then some front squats, and then a bit of conditioning to finish. Anyway, hope you fellas enjoyed the video. It's cool.
I don't want just anybody. Can you treat me like somebody? I don't want just anybody. I don't want just anybody. Let me treat you like somebody. Try to dive on a Rari. This forever, we ain't stopping. You the life of the party. No job. Apply that pressure, don't need no scrub. Shawty you special, I need your love. Need your love, need your love right now. Won't tell nobody. Down the middle, if I get it, then you got it. Seen her first inside the lobby. That's a girl I want for life right beside me. Stuck together through whatever, like we signed me. She ain't slow type, I keep telling her to try me. Keep it on the low, but I'm falling for your high key. Check off every box, gotta do it like Nike. Ooh, that girl, them my dad. When she walk by, that's him right there. A Levi, but a peanut herself. So unfair, I don't care. Whoa. You should take my number. Oh, I really wanna give you money. Whoa. We can meet up somewhere, baby, I don't care. look away. Can't go back, I know that. You got dirt, don't hold back. Diamond in the rough, hope you know that. Might not agree, but you show